Let's stay in that entertainment zone, and I think anyone who loves to watch movies knows that the significance of an exceptional film extends far beyond mere entertainment when it comes to the movie space. They have the ability to deeply resonate, affect us, ignite compassion, and profoundly influence our lives.
Absolutely, and that's precisely why Absa has joined forces with the Joburg Film Festival to champion South Africa's young storytellers and provide them with a much-needed platform to shape and tell the stories that really matter.
Today, we are at the 6th annual Joburg Film Festival in association with Absa. This is where young African storytelling and cinematic brilliance are being celebrated under the theme Inspiring Storytellers. So join me for an exclusive peek into emerging industry talents, legends, and most importantly, a sneak peek into Hollywood with a special guest, Malik Yoba.
What do you want?
You're going to make an appointment with the president. And when you're face to face with Kirkman, you will do exactly as I instruct. I'll be in touch.
Really good to be here. This is a really, really cool space. I started at 4 years old. I saw a play, Alice in Wonderland. You ever read the book or see movies? And so as a 4-year-old kid, I saw theater. And that's the thing that made me say, I want to do that thing, whatever that was, on stage. 6 kids in my family. And my father refused to put a television in the house because he did not want white folks to teach us how to think. And when I talk about the business of show, it's important to remember how this industry started, on film specifically and television. It did not start with people that look like us, for the most of us in the room. And so there was never really intentionality around, let's make sure that our stories are told, and when they were told, they weren't always told, celebrating the breadth of who we are.
What it means for me to be here today, it's an affirmation for me that I'm in the right space at the right time. And I'm so fortunate and blessed to have witnessed not only Malik speak today, but also to hear from people in the audience. It also shows like there's such a great interest to actually get into this industry and this field, and that there are many young creatives who are just as hungry to learn more. So it's such a great space for us to all meet up together and network with each other.
Right now, we have the absolute pleasure of chatting with philanthropist, seasoned professional actor, filmmaker, Malik Yoba. Welcome to South Africa. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic. This is not the first time that you are in South Africa. The first time was '96. How is it different?
Well, there's all this technology. See, there weren't even like cell phones like this back in the day. There was no Joburg Film Festival. So I think that there's a lot that has happened in terms of the creative arts and opportunities for people. So it's exciting.
A lot of people aren't here to witness this masterclass. What advice would you have for people watching right now who are aspiring to be in the industry, to get into the industry and thrive within the industry?
Well, I think with Google and God, you can do anything. We really have no excuse in terms of producing content or learning business, right? So anything you want to learn, the information's out there. You just have to be diligent in going after it. Quote I gave, right? Build your own generator so when they turn off the power, you still have lights. That's my father's quote. I live by that. So I think we have to be entrepreneurial. You have to know that you are the CEO of You Incorporated, and you have to take that approach.
Samge, it's such a pleasure meeting you. We are here to support young voices in the filmmaking industry. Why do you think it's important to do so and to tell African stories?
It's important because African stories have been told by other people for such a long time. And so we need to encourage the current generation and the next generation to own the narrative, to tell their stories the way they see their stories, and to not let our stories be told by other people any longer.
Now, you have a background in wealth coaching and entrepreneurship. How do you think that ties into the creative space with young emerging talent wanting to thrive within this industry, but have the balance of economic growth and still be in a sustainable space within the industry?
When you look at economies and regions such as the United States, and you look at India, you look at Nigeria, you look at the UK, the creative arts are so well sponsored and funded, and you can really create wealth for yourself legacy wealth by expressing your creativity. And I think we have a long way to go as South Africa, as Sub-Saharan Africa. It's about buying yourself time in the game until your region, your country, your people actually catch up with what it is that you're doing.
I'm looking to tell South African stories, specifically that of the youth. I believe that the entertainment industry, when used right, is a tool that can heal. And I know of a lot of youth that are like broken and like, just going through a lot. And I believe that through the stories that I can tell, they will be relatable and just help the youth feel seen. And through that, healing can take place.
Supporting young local talent or aspiring filmmakers, I feel they're the future. And those are the people that have the authentic South African stories. And inspiring them and pushing them is us realizing or picking up stories that resonate to us.
But I carried that, right? That self-confidence that's really, really important, that as we move in any space, that we carry a confidence and a knowing that we belong.
Why do you think platforms like this are important to empower young talent?
That room, I don't know how many 100 people in that room, all this ambition, all this creativity, and so the festival allows for people to have a place to go, to be seen, most importantly, to be heard, to be supported. And so anytime we can have an opportunity to support each other, to lift each other up, and I think that as people of color, African people of the diaspora, we have to be very, very intentional around how we lift each other up.
It has been a fantastic privilege learning from industry legends and mingling with rising stars. I am leaving here today feeling very optimistic about the future of African cinema. Also very inspired to be both the filmmaker and main character in my life because my story matters and I have to share it. I hope that you are inspired to share yours too because all of our stories matter.
Yeah, you see, that's just the thing. We have so many beautiful stories awaiting to be told, but those stories need a platform, and this is what this festival is really all about.
Oh, so representative of this country.
Yeah.
Well done. We appreciate you, man.